This edition of Upclose with Colin Thompson is brought to you by
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Colin Thompson, joined today by professional golfer Brian Morris. Brian, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks so much for having me, Colin, man. I'm really looking excited. Been excited, looking forward to this.
It's a big honor to have you on board.
Hey,
big
man,
honor,
it's an honor to be here, bro.
Yeah, man.
Go back a long way, so I know you have your sports background and how into it you are, so for me to be a guest on your show, that's special for me, bro.
And the feeling is reciprocal, bro.
Say,
because obviously you've been around in the sporting landscape for quite some time.
A little while.
But the timing of this is just perfect.
Yes.
I mean, big announcement just recently.
Yeah.
You've been exempted into a PGA Tour event.
Wow.
Living the dream.
Living it.
How does it feel?
Bro, it's unexplainable, man. It's starting to sink in now, though. I was just poking around the PGA Tour website last night, and I was like, whoa. I'm there like it's go time. You feel me? So, but it's an honor, man. It's humbling, to know that when you were doing stuff, you thought nobody was looking. Like, it comes back to you, man. People were looking, and for 25 years in golf and however many years in everything else, like just doing good, what goes around comes around. I believe in that, and now it's coming around to me, which is, like I said, it's humbling, man. What an experience it's going to be, And I want friends, family, all the Bermuda fans. I want them to be like right in the mix with me, I don't want them to be oohing and ahhing all day. I want them to be fist pumping and clapping and cheering and be just as excited as I am, I'm a lot of anticipation, like I'm ready. If they call me tomorrow and say, look, we changed the dates, tomorrow we're starting, I'll be there, So, but hey, what an honor,
Yeah, this
pretty
is something,
cool.
as I mentioned, this is something you've always wanted to do. How many attempts have you had, trying to get at that level?
To be honest, Colin, you know what? I always wanted to be a golf professional, Like I remember Kevin Benavides when I was like 12, 13, he was about 22, 23. He was the assistant at Castle Harbor. And I was playing golf there every summer afternoons, me, James Mason, Reed Young. And here this guy came out 22 in his, diamond sweater, his golf pants, golf shoes. And I was like, bro, like I really want to do that. Like I really want to be a golf pro. The professional golfer started, obviously, as I got into the golf professional realms, So it's different, golf professional golfer, two different things. I can't do what Tiger Woods does, but he probably can't do what I do management-wise, So, I tried for the U.S. Senior Open back in May, which was really like my first attempt. I'm done pro-ams all over the place. I love a pro-am. Take 4 guys away. I've been going to Vegas for 10 years now with the same guys. The wives, it's a trip. Like, we guys go play golf days, come back nights. So, it just really is. And I didn't even really try. They called me and told me like I'm there, which is even cool. I went and watched those guys today, and I was like, phew. Thank goodness I got to be there. I'm on the tee box, got my outfits picked out. I'm ready to go, bro.
Right. So take us back in that moment. Your phone rings, or there was an email. How did you get it?
No, my phone rang, and it was like, hey, Brian, this is Sean Sokovo from Butterfield Bermuda Championship. And first thing I was like, okay, what they want me to do now? Who wants me to do something for him now? And it's like, bro, we guys would love to offer you an exemption into the championship. And I was like, can I tell you real quick? Yeah, because I'm gonna get emotional now. I'm gonna cry. You feel me? So I'm gonna say yeah before we get cut off or anything, and then I'll thank you. So I had a moment, man, because my father, we used to watch like every Saturday and Sunday, like 4 o'clock. He used to have a hazelnut chocolate bar and a Coke, and we used to sit in and watch golf every Saturday, Sunday like bar none, no matter what was on, you know. We used to go play golf in the mornings, come back, and that was our afternoon. And I started thinking about him, like he'd probably be, I don't know, 82, 83 now. And he would be on his couch, like just looking at his son, like, whoa, your boy's actually playing and what we used to watch. So I hope my boys feel the same way, you know. I hope they're looking and saying, wow, that's pretty cool. Like my dad's there, you know.
Yes.
So I'm sure they're proud, man. I'm proud, you know.
And we're all proud of you, man.
Hey, bruh, it's just like, come on, let's go, 28, you know.
Yeah, we're all proud of you.
Sure, yeah, man.
And certainly, no doubt you'll be using that as an incentive.
Yeah, 100%. But you know, I play unconscious. That's why they tell me, you know, people have told me since I got diagnosed with this cancer stuff, brain cancer is probably the best one for me. Because it's my smallest organ, you feel me? It's not a whole lot could go wrong there. Because I play unconscious, man. I just go and, like my swing, I don't practice, I don't work on a lot. It's just what I learned, the basics from my dad. As a youngster, I still swing the same way. Give or take a couple, you know, body movements I can't do. I can't rotate as much, but it's all good. Like I just go out there and play. My expectations, believe it or not, is that it's not gonna be, let's try to make the cut. Like I'm gonna try to play, bro. Like, you know, I'm gonna do my best to compete. Like, and like I said, I have the crowd behind me, and I want them like be excited too, man. I want them to be cheering so when they see Morris in red 4. Like, you know, that's what I want. So my expectations are high. You gotta dream big, bro. I have absolutely everything to gain, nothing to lose. I will be the guy, left-handed, Bermudian golfer that played in a PGA Tour event. That's pretty cool to have, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, and on your home turf, man.
On my home turf,
Your
too.
home fans.
You know, I wonder if they'll change it to Ocean View next year.
You never know.
You never know.
You never
Dream
know.
big, man. Dream big, bro.
So you mentioned Mid-Ocean as a youngster, how you were captivated by, you know, what you saw in others that
Sure.
inspired you to go down this path. Is that where it all began, or were you playing golf? You know, where did it all start?
Definitely down at Castle Harbor. You know, to be honest with you, I was taught that if you could spot greatness in people, that you have it as well. You feel me? So if you could see somebody's real good, like, you're probably real good too, you know? And like I said, we had no summer camps, no summer schools, all that type of stuff. But Dad used to go work, drop me off at Castle Harbor. I used to meet up with my boys, me, James Mason, Reed Young, George Thomas. Bang. Tee off 9 o'clock, walk, have lunch, tee off in the afternoon. My dad used to drive up 5 o'clock, pick me up 5:30, boom, back home. Do the same thing 5 days in a week. And then Sundays, we have 4 children. I had a handicapped sister too, you know, so it was pretty busy for my mom. So my dad wanted to play golf. He said, well, you better take one of them. You got me? So he picked me. So I used to drive around the car with him, and I used to see him, the diamond sweaters, the green pants, like strictly Earl Rogers Autobreed stuff. And I said, man, these guys dress nice. Like, boom, I'm gonna, you know, get to play with these guys one day. And I went. One day somebody didn't show up, called in sick. And my dad said, look, bring your clubs, you're gonna play today. And that guy never got his spot back. You know what I mean? They had to rotate around me because I was pretty stiff as a junior, you know, playing with, bro, we played Kenny LeJour, Anthony Marklow, Nick Mansell. Like, we were stiff back then. Like, that James Mason was bad. We had a lot of guys. Then the Atlantic was like jamming. Used to get 200 kids from here, like, you know, from Bermuda, from Barbados, Jamaica, the States, everywhere. You used to have Parade of Nations up at the Earl Belmont. Down where they had the window for the pool. You could look in the pool downstairs. Man, it was awesome, man. The junior golf then was like kicking, you know. So That's where it started, man. And my dad, I'll never forget. First time I ever swung a club, he gave me a right-handed club. I turned it wrong, started backing it left-handed, and he was like, "No, bro. 50 years ago, 47, 48, they didn't have no left-handed clubs. For adults only, you know, you couldn't buy junior sets for left-handers." But he kept giving me this right-handed club, and I kept hitting it backwards. And a pro, my Uncle Butch Lindo at the time, is like a Bermuda legend, you know. Tell him, look, y'all gotta let him go, man. Just cut down a left-handed club, and just let him fire. And I got a set of power belts, man, in an orange golf bag. I'll never forget that. The old wooden persimmon heads. That's my first set of clubs. And we used to have to take off the grips, put extensions on them as I grew, because you couldn't buy new ones, so they lasted me until I became 11 or 12, and then, you know, they were available. So it was all through my dad, all my uncles, man, my Uncle Bruce, my Uncle Blip, my Uncle Donald, all their brothers used to play golf, like the Morris clan, you know, that was it. Sundays was golf. They tee off 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock, they was at my house. My mama had breakfast. They used to come over about 7 o'clock, go on St. George's, Ocean View, Port Royal, wherever. And I just used to just hang with them, you know. But I loved it. I loved it. I just love hitting a golf ball. I love watching golf. I love talking golf. I just love golf, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Folks, don't go nowhere. We'll be back with more from Brian in just a moment.